Please, just give it gas and it goes. It just moves.
No problems at all.
You don't overthink it. You've got other tasks to worry about.
Glory to Ukraine, friends. This is the Mastiff armored combat vehicle. Back during the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, British forces rated it very highly based on their own combat experience. So we came to the 505th Separate Battalion of the 37th Marine Brigade to find out how Ukrainian Marines, now with their own hard-earned battlefield experience, rate it. With us is Red, the driver mechanic of this combat vehicle, who's been running missions in it for more than 2.5 years. Welcome. Tell us, what kind of horse is this?
What can I say about it? The engine's solid, powerful. You've got about 330 horsepower pulling it. It hauls its weight well. Automatic transmission, rock solid. As long as I've been driving it here, carrying out combat missions, it's never let me down once. And the armor on this machine is good.
I've read that when it was designed, they reinforced it with thicker vertical armor. So it's actually that good.
Yes, yes, yes. It takes serious hits. They say it's supposed to withstand even a direct tank round. Well, thank God none of us have tested that. But I think it might, yeah. It's very tough. And you know, it really works. So many times FPV drones have hit me, both heavy and light ones. And this vehicle saved lives. Mine and the infantry riding inside. It was during the assault on the settlement of Novodonetsk. Our column, 10 Mastiffs total, moved in to storm the town. That was when we first saw what these vehicles were capable of. When we reached the outskirts, on both the right and the left, 2 Mastiffs hit mines. But the most important thing, we found out later, was that no one inside those vehicles was injured. That's when we saw how the vehicle holds up against a mine blast. You're just gripping the steering wheel, and in a fraction of a second, you see an RPG grenade flying straight into your windshield. And then, just like that, the glass turns into a net, a spider web, a mesh. And that's it.
But it held?
Yes.
So even then, no fragments flying inside at all?
First hit was an RPG straight at the driver, into the glass. The driver's windshield took it, held. Then they hit the commander's window. After that, I couldn't keep driving anymore. I couldn't see a thing. Then they struck the radiator. After that, the wheels. Well, the wheels were mines and shrapnel already. Shrapnel tore them up, and the vehicle stopped.
And the crew?
Everyone, absolutely intact.
And everyone survived?
Yes.
How would you rate the armor?
On a 5-point scale, considering the tasks it was designed for, that's a solid 5 out of 5.
Support the channel with a like and subscribe. This cage armor, this grille, is that standard? Or did you weld it on yourselves?
No, we didn't add it. It's standard, factory made. The vehicle came like this from the start.
You mentioned there are several versions with different cage setups. This one specifically, is it built for a machine gunner? For active assault work?
Yes. For example, right now in our unit, and I think we were kind of pioneers in this, we've got a vehicle set up specifically to carry out machine gunner combat tasks. There's an armed group inside, guys ready to back up the infantry. If our vehicle can't reach them logistically the usual way, it punches through, the machine gunner opens fire, the infantry mounts up, and it carries out evacuation. The whole setup is built so the machine gunner can fight left, right, and to the rear. Nothing blocks him.
What machine gun do you mount on it?
Canik, Turkish-made, 50 caliber. I think when the enemy hears this thing roll in and start firing, They start running. They're afraid of this gun. It punches hard and gives really strong fire support to the infantry.
Tear them apart.
Here, in this sector where we're fighting now, the enemy slipped in from the flank. Somehow they pushed through. Our armored group loaded up, Mastiff, machine gunner, assistant, and we tore off toward them. I don't even know how many there were. 5, maybe 10. They rolled in on motorcycles. The Mastiff flew in, almost point blank, right up to a house. It wiped everything there. You can see it on video. When all that starts flying, the house just collapses completely. They got shredded.
Into the bushes. Right into the bushes. Right into the bushes. Reloading.
Everything depends on the driver, whether you panic or not. The people inside are always watching the driver, how you act. Whether you're scared, whether you're about to bail out and run, you have to show them, guys, it's fine, we'll get there. The most important thing is that the driver has to be the anchor, because everyone's looking at him. You have to hold it together. Of course, it's terrifying inside. You're thinking, just let us get through. But you never say that out loud to the guys.
All right, close the hatch.
Closing it. Done. Locked.
Good job.
I can tell right away what kind of guy the driver is. I served in the infantry too. I've seen how they climb in. Sometimes the driver is a bit twitchy, nervous. A lot also depends on the dismounts, the troops in the back. Fear is there. Sometimes the guys just can't force themselves to get out. But when they're riding in this vehicle, or when I roll in to pick them up, they're genuinely happy. They say, we wait for it so hard, we hear that engine growling. It's coming. That's it. The vehicle is coming. And it's not just them. We've got a lot of drivers too. They say, the Mastiff is coming, okay? We're calm now. It'll pull us out no matter what.
All right, I was working, turning back. There's a hole on the left, you see it? Keep right along the embankment.
Everything works in tandem. It's never just the driver alone. It's the guide next to you who shows the right path. It's the machine gunner covering you as you move. All of it works together, plus a solid vehicle. That's why we hold on. That's why we get through.
Let's talk about the suspension and chassis a bit. You showed a video where it came in basically riding on the rim.
Yes. These wheels are fitted with run-flat inserts. What's a run-flat? Inside the rim, there's a thick rubber insert. What's it for? If the tire gets punctured or shot out, it can still drive about 30 kilometers, around 18 to 19 miles. They thought this through well. You saw the photos? The guys showed you? There were times it came back with literally not a single tire intact.
And I see cameras here. Have you driven at night?
Yes. The last time was exactly like that. They hit us again. I was evacuating guys from another vehicle. They'd been disabled. I took hits too. Everything got shredded. Fire everywhere, things burning. Through the windshield, you can't see anything. I switched on the camera. We drove out. We saved the vehicle, and we saved the guys. That's from my own experience. When you're searching for dismounts in a tree line or a wooded strip, and the guys are sitting there waiting for you, and you can see them, those little heat signatures, it makes life a lot easier.
You can see for yourself how clearly personnel are visible through this thermal imager. How many troops does it carry?
8 dismounts, full crew, 10 total. The driver, the vehicle commander, and 8 troops.
What's the maximum?
Quite a lot. They said there were cases where even 15 guys crammed in. The troop compartment is solid, built by the British, but the concept is American. Everything is made for soldiers, for the dismounts, so it's comfortable. Rifle racks, restraints so you don't get thrown around on long rides, because the vehicle bounces hard. It's stiff.
Guys, hold on. I'm gonna push it. Hold on.
There's a screen in the back so the troops ride without their heads spinning. We tell them, Watch TV, boys. You'll see we're moving in the right direction.
Got it.
Everything simple is genius. Nothing extra that the driver has to study for weeks. You can explain it in a few words. Train a guy fast, and he'll sit down and drive. I say, we can try it. I'll explain it to you right now, and you'll get how it works.
But there's one catch, like you said, the doors.
Yes, the doors. I've driven other vehicles too, where the doors open. When I took hits, that saved me. The last time I got hit, a drone slammed right into the front, straight into the windshield. Smoke, gases. You can't breathe at all. Shrapnel wounds are one thing, but when you can't breathe, that's worse. On those other vehicles, you open the door, it vents out. On this one, they made really good armor. Thick, solid armor. But the doors don't open, and the driver and vehicle commander are the very last ones to abandon the vehicle.
So here the priority is protection, but with some loss of mobility.
Yeah, exactly. This is mainly for the driver and the vehicle commander. That's why they built this kind of armor, to make sure we don't just jump out of the vehicle.
So this is additional armor on top of what it already has?
Yes, yes. First, all the valves have to cycle on. All right. Now flip that same toggle switch and start the engine.
Up?
Just up. Hold it until the engine catches. That's it. Starting. We're live.
Whoa, 5,000 kilometers on the odometer. So overall, this is basically a new vehicle?
Brand new. All right, press drive. That's it, we're moving. Let go. Release the brake, release the brake. Don't touch the gas yet, it'll climb the hill on its own.
I can feel the power steering right away.
Yeah.
What's its top speed anyway?
On paved road, it can hold about 100 kilometers per hour.
And in real combat conditions, how fast do you usually move?
If the terrain's rough, uneven, 60 kilometers per hour max.
Fuel consumption, what does it burn per 100?
In this kind of mode, around 35 to 40 liters per 100 kilometers. In full combat mode, it can go up to 60 liters per 100 kilometers.
Does it even make sense to compare it to any classic Soviet-era vehicle? Or is that just different worlds?
No, not really comparable at all. Completely different classes. I'd say this is a higher class than any of them. Please, just give it gas and it goes. That's it.
Yeah, I can feel that.
You don't overthink anything. You've got other tasks to focus on. Now we want you to understand what it's like to drive using only the thermal imager.
But look how clearly you can see people through the thermal. Honestly, the feeling is
Hold the road.
holding the road. Damn, this is pretty hard.
You feel the level of concentration now? How hard it is to bring the vehicle, the road, and everything else into one single point in your head.
You try to imagine the speed, the adrenaline.
Yeah. Until you try it yourself, you won't understand. And imagine this. There's nothing else left. The glass is shattered. You've got no visibility at all. And you still have to get there.
24 tons, about 53,000 pounds. And it's surprisingly easy to handle. You don't really feel the weight.
So, how is it driving on the thermal?
It's impressive, but it's really hard.
That's what I'm saying. You don't really get it until you learn how to combine everything in your head. And add adrenaline on top of that, when you know you have to complete the task. And the only thing helping you is that small camera. That's why driver skills matter so much.
100%. And it really helps that it's an automatic.
Yeah. It makes life easier. You don't think about anything. You just give it gas. It does the thinking for you. All you have to do is watch.
Plus, you just press the accelerator and it goes. More advantages, or more drawbacks.
Look, my answer is simple. I've been driving this thing for 2.5 years. I've been hit. I don't even know how many times, and I'm still alive. So there are way more advantages. The drawbacks are minor. Everyone has their own comfort standards. There's no fridge, you know. Though actually, it's got heating and everything. Bottom line, I'll tell you this. This machine is worth it. In the situations we've been in, our combat unit took the hits, and it's held up, and it's still holding up with dignity.
So it's both assault work and logistics.
Yes, it does everything. It can handle both. Assaults, and it gives massive support to the infantry.